Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to do a zombie mob farm using a spawner and by using an alternative kill method. I'm going to be building this at the same time as well in my survival world to show you that it's possible there. However, I'm going to use this creative world for demonstration. So, we first check this. Now those blocks aren't going to be there in the final build, but those are just for reference so you can see the distance from the spawner to the base floor. Pretty much everything here is 4 blocks away from the spawner, apart from the roof. In here, you're going to see that we have a snow golem with a trap door. And this block here is directly in line with the spawner. And what this allows us to do is, if a zombie spawns on top of the spawner here, rather than having to do some redstone water pushing to get them off, we can just use the snow golem. Save resources, make less noise, and we can just shoot the zombie off down here into our kill chamber. We have a line of hoppers here. You don't actually need a line, you just need one, which is what I did in my survival world. And then here you can see we just have a chamber here for housing our killing mechanism. And then underneath we have a silent transport system, probably not the most lag friendly, and definitely not the best way to do a clock here to trigger the dropper every tick. Realistically, we should only be doing it when it has something inside of it. But again, this tutorial is about the kill chamber rather than redstone. And then we just have a water pipe up here. First, I guess I'm going to show you how to do this spawning room in survival. So I'm going to cut to that. They're just going to clear out this area. The next part of this build is doing this little area in here. So, what we can do is we can get our water bucket. And this will make all the zombies flow towards here. And then we're going to knock out this section of the floor. What this does is it takes the zombies out of range of the spawner. That the spawner can then spawn more zombies. Which just increases the efficiency of our farm. Which is what we want. Surprise, surprise. Hey guys, so I'm back again. I noticed I didn't really explain this next part really well when I was recording it earlier, so I'm going to do it again. For the next part, after we get these water streams in place, or beforehand, it really doesn't matter when you do this part, just do it earlier. We want to dig 2 blocks in here. And now we want to build a wall here. These materials don't matter at all. I just did this here so that you could see the dimension. And we want trap doors here as well, which is something I actually forgot in my survival world. And this is just the house, our killing mechanism. Now these don't actually have to be hoppers. Only the middle one has to be. So we can just put those in there. And it's really quite easy to do. This here can be any size you want to. It can just be a 2x2. I just made it bigger like that just because I felt like it. But yeah, that's that part of the farm. Okay, so the next part of this farm is going to be the snow golem part of it. And this is just for knocking zombies off of the top of the spawner in case they spawn there. You could just put 2 blocks there, but it reduces the spawn rate. All you do, you're just going to make a little cage. You're going to make sure this block here, underneath the trapdoor, is in line with the spawner. You're going to put a trapdoor down. And then all you're going to do, in survival you'll be doing something like this. All you're going to do then, 2 snow blocks, pumpkin, done. It's really easy. No messing around with like redstone components or anything, just this. Ignore that. And then the next part is going to be the transport part of the farm. I also did this in survival, but I also explained it absolutely terribly there. So all you want to do, I'll go out into the middle of the farm. You're going to put a hopper here. You know, in survival, you're probably going to end up putting a block there first. Putting your hopper down there, point it into that block, cover this up, and then just go down underneath it. And then you just hook up another hopper underneath, and then you just run a line down to where you want your storage system to be. You're gonna want to put this 20 blocks away from your killing chamber. And then I just have a 1 item hopper thing there. This is some soul sand going up to boost it, and alright, so in survival, the way that I transported our kill method over to the kill chamber is by using water streams. I'm fortunate enough I found this dungeon within a deep dark biome, which happens to be right beside an ancient city as well, so I had no shortage of shriekers to do so. It's pretty much normal, like, transportation here. It's just, you know, this is pretty much it. If you don't need ice, you don't need silk touch, you just need water, signs, and stone. And you should have plenty of stone by the time you have an iron farm as well. So as you can see here, it's just pretty much 2 lines. And this is where I spawned my warden. For spawning a warden, you want to slab up the entire area around a shrieker. You want to do a 5 blocks away from the shrieker, and then another 5 blocks either way. So basically it's an 11 by 11 area, and that does include up and down. Now I got lucky, I didn't actually check to see if there's any pockets underneath here it could spawn. Didn't spawn, and there's nothing above it, so I was fine. Just make sure to put wool around the shrieker beforehand, because otherwise you're gonna get, you know, these triggering it. And just make sure there's nothing overhanging, like I had some structures up here above it, which I got rid of. And now I'm going to show you how exactly I spawned it in, which I did record, luckily, and just kind of how smoothly the warden got transported. This little bit here I wooled up so I could put a name tag on the warden, because if you name tag a warden, it's not going to dig down and despawn after 30 seconds of no noise. It's going to stay above ground. So, just to save myself from having to spawn in multiple every time I wanted to use my farm, I just decided to have the one. So, yeah. Cheers, here's the next part. Alright, it is time to do this. So, I'm only gonna bring gear that I'm willing to lose. I have my name tag. I have a couple of snowballs. From here on out, it'll be absolutely fine to go. So we're gonna destroy this. Okay, we're not gonna destroy that because I put my pickaxe away. So we're gonna do 1. So for some reason I stayed completely silent while I was name tagging the warden. So essentially what I did was lure the warden using a snowball. And then when it was close enough to me, I just right-clicked with the name tag, and then I sent it on its way and kept throwing snowballs so it wouldn't pinpoint my exact location. The other thing is that the water streams are 3 by 2, as in 3 blocks high. That was not the correct way to say that, I'm sorry. But they're 3 blocks high, and then they're 2 blocks wide. And then however long you need to transport it, this just makes it so the warden can actually fit in there. And can actually be moved by the water and doesn't suffocate in the wall. So yeah, thank you. And now, if we destroy that, you can now see we have zombies spawning. And there you go. Might not be the most efficient, but it's definitely cool and not worth the trouble. Alright, so I just came back from letting the farm run for an hour, so I guess it's time to figure out what the rates are. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's great. Thanks for watching.